Canola School on realagriculture.com is supported by Bayer Crop Science.
A lot of farmers are, I guess, looking at the opportunity more and more for straight cutting canola. And it's not just necessarily a regional thing, but it also is dependent on the varieties you're growing. The field we're in here, you said it's a good candidate for straight cutting. Why?
So I would put this as a good candidate for straight cutting just because of the crop. It's so well knitted together. It's likely not going to shake and rattle loose. What happens is once the crop starts to mature, the pods start to get really brittle and they'll shatter. So that's another thing that we have to look at, is possibly a variety that's a little bit more shatter resistant than what most of the varieties are out there now. Now, when a person is thinking about straight cutting, or is thinking about straight cutting their canola, I would just start out with low acres, maybe 10% of your acres, or just a quarter section. It's not something that you want to jump into and put all your eggs in that basket. It's one of those things that you want to slowly evolve with and adopt into your farm. We don't want to be putting too much stock into that, because the shatter resistance isn't quite there yet.
Is there any aftermarket or any products on the market to help with straight cutting, or are we just kind of relying more on nature at this point?
There are some products out there. As far as how long you get protection for the pods staying together, it's probably different in different areas. So if you do try a product like that, I definitely recommend leaving check strips and see if it does work for you. So there is research out there that suggests that it will work, but you know, definitely try it and leave a check strip.
What are the benefits of straight cutting your canola, besides one last pass through the field with the swather?
Well, your canola is likely going to be fill a little bit more, so you're going to get a higher oil content, which will result in likely a little bit higher of a yield. So that is definitely a positive. But a thing that we have to worry about is the pods that do shatter. It could be a very big issue the next season when we have to think about volunteers and volunteer canolas. So, you know, there's benefits and there's definitely negatives. I'm not completely sold on it. It's not something that the Canola Council promotes by any means, but it is something that we realize growers are doing, and possibly some growers are shifting that way. So, you know, keep in mind that we want to find a variety that's fairly shatter resistant, and we need the well knitted together crop, and you know, start out with small acres.
Is there certain areas of Western Canada where straight cutting really makes sense, as opposed to in southern Alberta where it can be very windy?
I know that in my territory, I reach up to the Hannah-Oyen corner kind of close to the special areas. Those areas, there is a little bit more, I think, going on there, but as far as specific areas, not really, but we do want to be mind of the wind that we do get here in southern Alberta. The strong winds that we do get here, you know, could shake it and shatter the entire crop.
Like, is it more popular in Saskatchewan?
No.
No. So it's just kind of a real random thing, guys trying it.
Yeah, guys are trying it, hearing about it, hearing good news stories about it, and you know, just it might work great a couple of years, but then a few other years it might just be a real wreck for you.